Yes. Okay, so who's going to read for us today? We are going to do chapter for day 1 and day 2 practices today. And we are going to learn how we should start our day and how we should be ending our day. Most of us are coming from a 5 a.m. club, and most of us are already following a routine. But if it is asking you to do something else from what you're doing, for the time being, try to do this. It doesn't take long, just so that we see the results as it comes. So what we're going to learn today is going to work on, we are trying to make sure that our okay, so who wants to be happy? Who wants to have a happy life? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 people only. Venkat, put your hand down na. Acha, you're putting for the happy. Okay. Yeah, so we all want, okay? So how are we going to have a happy life? The basic, if you break it down, okay, if I have a happy year, if I've achieved this, a happy month, a happy week, and it comes down on the molecular level to having every single day being happy. Right? Okay, guys, I'm not some lecturer in a college, yeah.
Yeah, Shivani.
I need you all to talk to me so I know that for the 5 a.m.ers, it's bedtime and nobody is dozing off on me. Yeah. So all of y'all want to have each and every day, no matter what the scenario around is and how many people are virus and virus free. We want to be happy every single day, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how are we going to do that?
Be grateful every time.
Absolutely. So how are we going to learn to be grateful? Today, each of us have things in our lives that we, should be grateful for, but somewhere we'll end up comparing ourselves to somebody else, or we compare ourselves even to yesterday, and we forget, or we see ki, nahi, yaar, we're in lockdown, we can't go out. So we are concentrating all the time, and our energy is going on things that we don't want in our life, rather than the things that we want in our life. What are the things we learned on the first day of the sessions? Which are the laws we learned? Who remembers? Quickly. No one? What are the laws we learned? What is law of attraction?
Law of attraction, yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
Like attract likes.
Okay. Then what are the other laws we learned? Every action.
There is an equal and opposite reaction.
And what else did we learn? What we sow.
As you sow, as you reap.
Yeah. Everybody knows this, right? The basic laws. Do we question these laws? It has true and has this thing as law of gravity. I may be highly motivated. I'll jump out of my window and I will fly. Will I fly?
No.
I'm not, because the law of gravity is that perfect. So these laws are as perfect as that, right? We cannot challenge these laws. And we've all understood these laws on day 1. Yeah.
Yes.
So now come on quickly. Who's going to read today? Okay, Jay Prakash. Thank you so much.
So day 1.
Okay, you're going to read from the screen. Huh? I know you got a book, but we'll read from the screen. You can see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen.
You need it to be bigger. Yeah.
Count your blessings.
Yeah, day 1. So what are we seeing in this picture? Again, guys, I'm bringing to you the importance of the pictures that the authors emphasize in the book. They simply don't have a picture. There is a lot of science behind the pictures that the author puts in the book. It's for a purpose. It's never like, acha, just to make the book more colorful. Okay. What can we see, Jayaprakash, in the picture? Of course,
You
it's
can see a
little
window,
broken, but yeah, window, correct.
the coffee mug,
Sorry.
Flower.
Yeah. Fast.
and a flower,
Mm-hmm.
pen, book.
Okay. So what is the author trying to tell us? She's talking about a morning time when she has a book and a pen, and there's a lot of, can you see the sprinkles?
Yes.
So yeah, so if you start your day by counting your blessings, you're going to add lot of magic to your day, lot of happiness. The sprinkles will be add a lot of value and happiness to your life. Okay, let's go.
When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Willie Nelson, singer and a songwriter, you will have heard people say to count your blessings. And when you think about the things you are grateful for, that's exactly what you are doing.
What happened? Continue.
But what you may not have realized is that counting your blessing is one of the most powerful practice you can ever do. And it will magically turn your whole life around.
Yeah, one sec. So the very first paragraph of the book that we are entering today is the author is saying that, I first of all, over here this Nelson guy, he also quoted it by saying that when he was counting his blessings, his whole world turned around. And now Rhonda Bryan is saying this to us, that this is the most powerful practice that we can do, no matter which line of what's your age, what's your sex, where you are in your life. You need to do this practice, whether you're with this book or you're not with this book. This is the most important thing, where you need to count your blessings. And it is something that you need to do every morning, the first thing you do every morning.
When you are
Continue.
grateful for the things you have, no matter how small they may be, you will see those things instantly increase. If you are grateful for the money you have, however little, you will see your money magically grow. If you are grateful for a relationship, even for it's not perfect, you will see in it miraculously get even better. If you are grateful for the job that you have, even if it's not your dream job, things will begin to change so that you enjoy your job more, and all kind of opportunities for your work will suddenly appear.
Yeah. So what did we learn? Like attracts like. Okay. So what does the author mean by saying when you are grateful for, and however small it may be? So however small, the moment we start acknowledging it, the moment we start appreciating it, however little, however small, I just have 500 rupees in my wallet today. Okay. But instead of saying that, oh God, I need 10,000 to pay my rent, and complain, if I can say, okay, I have 5,000, which is at least 500, which is because of which I can do this, however little it is. If I start appreciating it, I will start attracting more of that into my life, because that's the law. So whether it's related to money, whether it's related to your relationship, or whether it is related to your job, most of us are not happy with our jobs. We want to get different jobs. But if you're going to go on cribbing about the job that we are, my boss is not nice, they make me work too long, they do this, they pay me too little, what is going to happen? We are never going to get our dream job, because complaints will attract more complaints. Yesterday I had 2 complaints, today I have 10. Yes, the flip side is that.
The flip side is that when we are not counting our blessings, we can fall into the trap of unintentionally counting negative things. We count negative things when we talk about the things we don't have. we count negative things when we criticize or find fault with other people. When we complain about traffic, waiting in lines, delay, the government, not enough money, or the weather, when we count negative things, they increase too. But on top of that, with every negative things we count, we cancel out blessings that were on their way. I have tried both, counting my blessings and counting negative things, and I can assure you that counting your blessings is the only way to have abundance in your life.
So what is happening? Sometimes we think that I don't complain about money. Yeah, sure, we are not complaining about our money, but we are still complaining and criticizing all many other things. Even like like what we say, harmless complaints, like, oh God, it's become so hot. And we are complaining about the government not doing anything. If we are waiting in the line, we are complaining. Any smallest things we'll end up complaining. What are we doing? We're simply not counting our blessings at that point. And what happens? The more we are complaining about other things, we'll get more other things to complain about because of law of attraction.
Better to lose count while naming your blessings than to lose your blessings to count your troubles.
Maltby Babcock, writer and clearly man. Yeah.
First thing in the morning or as early in the day as you can, count your blessings. You can write out your list by hand, type it on a computer, or use a special book or journal and keep all the of your gratitude in one place. Today, you are going to make a simple list of 10 blessings in your life you are grateful for.
Yeah, so most of us are not millenniums over here, so we are all used to writing, with a hand, with a pen and paper. So let's make a journal and not stick to the computer, guys, because uh, where what we learned as a child, the method of writing, that is the thing that is going to help us grow, because that is what we relate to subconsciously. So typing out the gratitude is not going to be as effective as when we write it down with our own hands and paper and pen.
When Einstein gave thanks, he thought about why he is grateful. When you think about the reason why you are grateful for a particular thing, person, or situation, you will feel gratitude more deeply. Remember that the magic of gratitude happens according to the degree of your feelings. So, with each item on your list, write the reason why you are grateful for it.
1 second. So here she's mentioned Einstein. Throughout the book, she's going to be talking about a lot of scientists and showing us that this was scientifically, and it's not just spiritual, it's also science. Many people followed it, many big names, and so can we. And if they can become big, we can also become big. We now have to fall. Last time I spoke about the 95% and the 5% of the people. Even if we can't touch the 5% of the people, let's be between the 90 and to the 95% of the people. We can easily come in that category. So let's aim high and start our day like this. So these are few examples that she has given us, and this is the language we are going to use. Okay, I'm going to also share the Hindi book. I'm think so. Somebody who's more comfortable to write in Hindi can write, or in your regional language also, but it has to be in this particular fashion. Here are some ideas for writing your list. I am truly blessed to have what and because why. So I'm truly blessed to have eyes because I can see clearly. So you don't have to, I mean, don't try to make it complicated. We are not trying to, we are not trying to, we're just counting basic things. I am so happy and grateful for the air condition because it keeps my room cool. So we are not trying to look for big things that we are grateful for. We are just looking for very small, basic things right now. I mean, big, small doesn't matter. We have to be grateful for all the things, person, situations, anything in your life you can be grateful for. So choose one or two of these kinds and stick to it. Don't try to be very, very courageous and write different styling of your writing. Then you automatically, like we learned, when we deliberately start giving gratitude, we will start feeling the gratitude, and then we will start attracting our dreams towards us. So they just stick to whichever language you resonate with. I am truly grateful for my parents because they taught me, or they sent me to school. With all my heart, thank you for a loving husband because he takes very good care of me. So it can be a thing, it can be a body part, it can be phone, it can be a laptop, it can be anything you can be grateful for. Yeah.
After you have finished making your list of 10 blessings, go back and read each one, either in your mind or out loud. When you get to the end of each blessing, say the magic word 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessings as much as possibly can.
So here, this is the exercise that we have to do every morning. We are going to write 10. Let's stick to the number 10. Okay, because a lot of when you get into law of attraction, their numbers have always have a meaning. When they suggest, like now she's saying over here, thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times. We will learn ahead why 3 times also. So when there is a specific number mentioned, let's stick to that number for the time being, and let's stick to the book as it is. So you're going to make a list every morning of 10 things that you're grateful for. You're going to write all the 10 down. You don't have to write thank you, thank you, thank you. You just have to write why, what you're grateful for and why. And then once you finish 10, you go back to one, read it from your heart, say thank you, thank you, thank you. Go to the second one, read it again from your heart, say thank you, thank you, thank you. So generate the feeling of gratitude for that thing that you're grateful for. Okay, so that is your homework every single day till we are doing this book. Yeah.
To help you feel more gratitude, you can be grateful to the universe, God, spirit, goodness, life, your greater self, or any other concept you are drawn to. When you direct gratitude towards something or someone, you will feel it even more, and your gratitude will have even more power and create even more magic. It's the reason why indigenous and ancient culture chose symbols like the sun to direct their gratitude towards. They were simply using physical symbols to represent the universal source of all goodness, and in focusing on the symbol, they felt more gratitude.
Yeah, so if you want, you can also write, I am truly grateful to God, I'm truly grateful for Shiv, I'm truly grateful to Krishna, I'm truly grateful to Jesus, whichever God you believe in, or even to your own higher self, you can, or to the universe, you can direct your gratitude. So, a same sentence, I'm truly grateful to God for these eyes because I can see so clearly. I'm truly grateful to, my higher self for this. So it can be, you can even have that added on your gratitude list. If you have somebody, some guru or some Sai Baba, anybody you believe in, you can just write that. That doesn't matter whom you're going to, even to an element like the sun.
The practice of counting your blessing is so simple and so powerful in altering your life that I want you to continue to add 10 more blessings to your list every day for next 27 days.
Since
You might
as is twice a week, it will be 27 sessions, not 27 days. Yeah.
you might think to it could be difficult to find 10 things you are grateful for every day, but the more you think about it, the more you will realize how much you have to be grateful for. Look closely at your life. You have received and are continuing to receive so much each day, each and every day. There is really so much to give thanks for. You could be grateful for your home, your family, your friends, your work, and your pets. You could be thankful for the sun, the water that you drink, and the food that you eat, and the air that you breathe. Without any of them, you wouldn't be alive. You could be grateful for the trees, the animals, the ocean, the birds, the flowers, the plants, blue skies, rain, the stars, the moon, and our beautiful planet Earth. You could be grateful for your senses, your eyes that see, your car that hear, your ears that hears, your mouth that tastes, your nose that smells, your skin that enables you to feel. You could be grateful for the legs you walk on, your hands that you use to do almost everything, your voice that enables you to express yourself and communicate with others. You could be give thanks for your amazing immune system that keeps you well and all of your organs that maintain your body so that you can live. And what about the magnificence of your human mind, which no computer technology in the world can duplicate? Here is a list of subjects that will remind you of the major areas you can look for blessings to be grateful for. You can also add any subject you want depending on what is important to you at any time.
Yeah, 1 second. So here the author has already given us many examples. She's also broken it down in categories for us. So if you're supposing, if you get stuck that you don't know what to be grateful for, you can choose. So if I want to choose health and body today, so I can, first of all, one thing I really want to tell all of y'all is that given today's scenario, it is a good thing that you write a gratitude every single day for your immune system, for it to be healthy and fit. Okay, so you can write 10 gratitudes just for your health and body. You can write 10 gratitudes just for work. You can get mix combination of gratitudes for each and every one. You can add relationships if you want. So if you're getting stuck writing every day, you right now you may get overwhelmed that every day you have to write 10 new gratitudes. So it's very easy. Sit one day, look at this topic. Okay, health or body. Start with your head. So your hair, your brain, your eyes, your nose, all your senses, your throat, your voice, you can give everything. You can give your heart, your lungs, your liver, your pancreas, your intestine, your kidneys, everything you can give. So your hands, your legs, even your nails. If you want to wear, you use your nails for so many things. So for every single thing, the moment you go through the thing and you think about it, even electronics, the kind of appliances that we are using in our daily lives have made our life so easy. So we can be grateful for, there are so many women in the group, the mixie that we have, the toaster that we have, smallest things and the biggest things. You can just be grateful for anybody. Relationship, sit down and write, be grateful for all your relationships, be it your parents, your children, your spouse, your brother, your sister, your friends, your aunts and uncles. You can write for anyone. Some of you may have different kind of passions and hobbies, so you can be grateful for those things also. So it's broken down into health and body, work and success, money, relationship, passion, happiness, love, life, nature, which is planet earth, air, water and sun. Then the material goods and services, and any subject of your choosing. So you can be grateful even to have a nice cozy bed to sleep on every day, a nice pillow to sleep on. So any materialistic thing as well. Yeah, Jay Prakash, you should feel
You should
significantly.
feel significantly better and happier after each time you count your blessings. And how good you feel is your measure of how much gratitude you felt. The more gratitude you felt, the happier you will feel, and the faster your life will change. Some days you will feel happy really quickly, and other days it may take a little longer. But as you continue to count your blessings every day, you will notice a bigger and bigger differences in the way you feel each time, and you will see your blessings magically multiply. Magic reminder.
No, we are not. Since we are doing the day 2 practice. Yeah. So this is your homework. Yeah, Jayaprakash.
Make sure to read tomorrow's magical
No,
practice.
just read this. Come on the screen. Magic practice number 1.
Magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. First thing in the morning, make a list of 10 blessings in your life you are grateful for.
So why is she
Right?
saying first thing in the morning? When we wake up every morning, for the next 10-15 minutes, we are still in mind is not kicked in. We are still at a subconscious level. So if we start our day by gratitude and by start counting our blessings, we are forcing the universe to send only goodness towards us. So you will start noticing in matter of 3 to 4 days that you started counting your blessings, that you've started becoming a happier person. Even you won't have like mood swings and stuff like that. So you will notice this change because you're starting your day with gratitude every single day.
Right? Why you are grateful for each blessing. Go back and read your list either in your mind or out loud. When you get to the end of each one, say the magic words, thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessings as much as possibly can.
Oh, कैसे?
Yeah, there is. Repeat the first 3 steps
Repeat
of
the first 3 steps of this magical practice every morning for the next 27 days. Read tomorrow's magical practice today.
Okay, thank you so much, Jayaprakash, for reading for all of us.
पापा
We
को है?
change our reader. We are moving to the next chapter. Who's going to read?
पापा बाद में फिर छोड़ो. ये देखो मम्मा.
Come on, guys, fast.
इतने सारे हो गए.
Who's reading?
I can read, Shivani.
Thank you, Dipti. Okay. Okay, so this, guys, once the chapter gets over, this is something that you all will need to figure out and get. It's very easily, you'll be able to get it. Yeah,
Read Magic Rock.
okay. What are we seeing in the picture, Dipti?
There's some kind of a stone with all the magic around. It looks like nighttime. There is a clock next to it.
Yes, perfect. So this is what this is what the practice is about. We are going to find a stone which we are going to convert it into a magic rock. Right now, for today, it is just going to be a stone. And this is the practice that is going to turn our nights into magic. Yes.
Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has plenty, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. Charles Dickens, who is a writer.
Yeah. What is happening to most of us? 1 second. What are most of us doing? We are always dwelling on our misfortunes. Agreed? What is most of our day? My boss said this to me, my wife said this to me, my husband did this to me, my mother-in-law did this, my child didn't do this. What most of our day is full of the misfortunes, big or small. यार पहले ऐसा था, अभी ऐसा नहीं है. How many of you all agree? Only one is agreeing with me. I thought even the legs will go up, not just the hands. So most of us land up doing this. We are constantly looking at our misfortunes or what we are lacking in our lives instead of concentrating on what we have already in our lives. So here the author is telling us that if you reflect upon your present blessings, and every man has plenty of it. Okay, there are some misfortunes, but that is very less compared to the fortunes that we have. Yeah, Dipti.
In the beginning of working with these practices, it takes concentrated days in a row to make gratitude a habit. Anything that reminds you to be grateful is helping you turn your life into gold with gratitude. And that's exactly what this magical practice is about. Lee Brower presented the gratitude rock practice in The Secret film and book. When he told us the story of the father of a dying child who
One
used-
second, just hold on. Anybody read the book Secret? Seen the movie or read the book Secret over here?
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
Many times,
I have read the book.
a lot of times.
Okay. So what is this magic rock practice in the movie which was covered? Who's the one who read many times? Or saw the movie many times? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's there.
actually,
Venkat, it's there in the book also. Guys? Or so many people said yes, 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 and nobody remembers the magic rock.
yeah, yeah. Actually, one rock actually is kept in pocket. The guy Lee Brooker is there. So actually, he suggested his friend because his friend's son was ill. So actually, he sent the rock, gratitude rock, to him, and just he advised him to keep the rock every time and say thank you in every situation. So after a few months, his son got healed and he became healthy.
Yeah. So basically, this person used to carry this rock with him everywhere. And while he was doing business, it just fell out. When he was looking for his key, it fell out of his pocket. And this guy who was with him, he asked him, "What is this rock?" So he said, "Oh, this is just a gratitude rock I keep with me. So it reminds me that I need to be grateful." So he says, "Okay." And then that guy goes back to whichever country he came. And then he figures out that his son is dying of a incurable disease. And then he writes to this guy that, "Can you please send me one of those gratitude rocks, for I want it for my son." So this guy says that it was just a rock that he picked up from anywhere. So he goes he goes and then he picks up one from the stream and he sends it to this guy. And that son recovers, and then they even start selling and make money out of that by selling the gratitude rocks. So when this whole that is what we are also going to learn today. So right now it is just going to be any stone. I will show you some stones that I have. So but how we can change our lives just by using that magic rock practice is what we are going to learn today. Yeah, sorry, continue. The Secret film and book. You're muted.
Then he told us the story of the father of a dying child who used a gratitude rock to be grateful for his son's health, and his son made a miraculous recovery. Since then, the gratitude rock has been a proven success with many people the world over who have used it for
Money, healing, and happiness.
healing, and happiness. First, find a rock or a stone. Choose a small size that fits in your palm of your hand and that you can close your fingers around. Choose a rock that is smooth, without sharp edges, not too weighty, and that feels really good in your hand when you hold it. You can find a magic rock from your garden if you have one, or from a riverbed, creek, ocean, or park. If you don't have easy access to any of these places, then ask your neighbors, family, or friends. You may even have a precious rock or stone already that you can use as your magic rock. When you have found your magic rock, put it by your bedside in a place where you will definitely see it when you go to bed. Clear some space if necessary so that you can easily see your magic rock when you go to bed. If you use an alarm clock, put it next to your alarm clock. Tonight, just before you get into bed to go to sleep, pick up your magic rock, hold it in the palm of one hand, and close your fingers around it. Think back carefully to all good things that happened during the day and find the best thing that happened that you are grateful for. Then say the magic words, "Thank you for the best thing that happened." Return the magic rock to its place by your bed. And that's it. Every
Yeah,
night,
so you have to only think of the good things. Huh? So go back from morning. Okay, yeah, I woke up at 5 a.m. Okay, thank you so much that my body was refreshed for me to kickstart my day. I'm so grateful that I did my 20-20-20. whatever you can say. Okay, supposing you had a fight with someone, don't think about that. So, you know, the great thing about the mind and the brain is that whatever you instruct it now, it follows that. So when you say what are the good things that happened, it will actually tell you the good things that happened. So it's not, you know, you don't have to really think, oh God, what. And if something good has not happened, don't give it energy. Don't look at that direction. Then out of the, maybe you did 10, 20, 30 things today, choose one which you think was the best thing that happened. So remember that thing and say thank you for that thing and go to sleep. Every night for the next.
Every night for the next 26 days, follow the same magic rock practice. Before you go to sleep, think back through the day and find the best thing that happened that day. While holding your magic rock in your hand, be as grateful as you can for that thing and say thank you. Using a rock seems like such a simple thing to do, but through this practice, you will see magical things begin to happen in your life. When you look for the best thing that happened during the day, you will search through many good things that happened. And in the process of searching and then deciding on the best one, you're actually thinking of many things you're grateful for. You will also be ensuring that you go to sleep and wake up in gratitude each day. The count your blessings and magic rock practice will ensure that you begin and end your day in a state of gratitude. In fact, they are so powerful that together they would change your life in a few months. But this book is designed to change your life really fast through an abundance of magical practice because gratitude is magnetic and attracts more things to be grateful for. The concentration of gratitude over 28 days will intensify the magnetic force of your gratitude. When you have a strong magnetic force of gratitude, like magic, you automatically magnetize everything you want and need to you.
You just skip the magic reminder. Yeah.
So, magic practice number 2, which is the magic rock. Step 1 is repeat step 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1, that is count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings, write why you are grateful, reread your list. At the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Find a magic rock,
Sorry. Yeah.
find a magic rock, put it by your bedside. Before going to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand and think of the best thing that happened today. Say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened today. 5, repeat the magic rock practice every night for the next 20 days and read tomorrow's magical practice today. That's the last step.
Yeah. So we're not reading the magical practice. We will do it next week itself. Since we are not doing a daily practice, we can avoid it. Okay. So I'm just going to spotlight my video so you all can see some few stones that I have. So can you all see it? This is one and this is another one. It doesn't matter what color, size, shape, it should just fit in your arms. In your, you know, it should be able to close it. And it should be comfortable for you to hold it so it doesn't scratch you or something when it's smooth. Okay. So let's cancel that spotlight. Who's going to repeat our homework today? I mean, what are we going to do for the next 28 sessions at least, if not for the rest of our lives? The author is saying that these two practices are enough. And if you do the balance practices, we'll bring magic faster into our lives. But she's saying these two are itself enough to give us a magical life. Who's going to repeat both the practices and how and when we are supposed to do it? Yeah, Dipti.
So we begin the day, as in when we are able to, like get up and count on 10 blessings. We write them. What is the blessing and why is it a blessing? And it could be about a thing, situation, or a person. And once we do that, we reread the list, and repeat it with thank you, thank you, thank you, with all the feelings of gratitude. That we do it every day in the morning, and in the night we find a rock, which is a magic rock. We put it in our, put it in our feast, and we think about the best thing that happened in the day. We pick up the one which seems best to us, and we say thank you for the thing that happened to us, and end the day with gratitude.
Yeah. So any questions on the practices?
This stone needs to be natural material, or
It can't be glass. Let it not be glass. It has to be any stone on the road you find, or the tree, or the pots, or anything. And guys, please watch the movie Secret. I'll send it. I have it in Hindi and English on YouTube. I'll send you all the link. And because she's mentioned the movie today, so we can watch it. Please write your dreams little clearly as to what you all want in every area of your lives. Take out some time and write your dreams. Otherwise, I mean, we are like, the car is gone, but we don't know the destination. So we are just going around in circles. So from moving from point A to point B, we need to know our destination.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Pradeep ji, done with the class. Anything anybody wants to ask?
No one has any queries.